Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here we go. What do you think? Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, here we go. Hey. Gun.
First down, Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off the play fake, Winston. Flush to his right. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Jameis to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sean Lee not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Winston. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The 13 yards that time at a 1st. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They'll run with Crowell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Waiting. Switch. Switch and eight. Gun. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
Prescott now on second down. His throw incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Let's go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
There we go. Boy, hey. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
To the outside, trying to get to the perimeter side later.
Get out there. There we go. Kill. There we go. 46. 46.
Second down, Prescott. And down he goes. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Winston on 3rd and 2. This is caught by Jackson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy, easy, easy. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Plays up.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A second down throw for Prescott. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Wide eight. Gun. It's coming now. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this is incomplete. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Wide eight. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, a 22. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Swing number 10, right. To the right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go.
Play action now. Winston. And Wentz hit the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Those runs, because I know the highlight showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott going underneath for Crowell. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now here come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We're going to 54. Why?
To throw is Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Prescott to throw it. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
46. You go 46, 46. You go 46, 46.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Looking downfield for Dez. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Second down, Winston. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time, You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. The Bucs on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing. Winston. And Winston lost the football. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, they come up, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jameis to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Winston. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn.
And Winston lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Here go 46. 26.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. Kill. Check. Hey, switch. Hey, alert 3. Check 52. Shoot. Go. Get out there.
Again, it's Elliott. Running right through him. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
4 down. Check.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Ready.
Winston now to throw on first down. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again with Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Open man has got it. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
550.
On play action, Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Winston. He's got Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Jameis now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.